The Alabama Farmers Federation and the Alabama Farmers Cooperative proudly present Simply Southern with your hosts Jim Allen and Mary Johns.
Hello and thanks for joining us for Simply Southern. I'm Mary Johns.
And I'm Jim Allen. Sydney Phelps of Bonnie Plants will be in the studio today to answer questions some of you have submitted about issues you faced in your garden.
Mobile and Baldwin counties team with exceptional greenhouse and nursery operators. And those folks team up with Mobile's Providence Hospital every year for the annual Festival of Flowers fundraiser.
It's just an incredible fusion of all sorts of artistic skills and landscape, horticultural skills.
And while we're on the subject of beautiful flowers, we'll visit an operation that helps make the happiest place on earth also the most beautiful.
We're the major poinsettia supplier at Walt Disney World. We've been doing them for almost about 30 years now.
But we'll start things off by showing you how Scottsboro, Alabama has earned the title Lost Luggage Capital of the World.
What sustains us? Food? Family? Faith. Alabama farmers live those things every day. They conserve our resources, clothe our families, and fill our tables. They cultivate jobs for our communities and values for our future. Farmers grow it all right here in Alabama.
There's no such thing as downtime when you own a farm. This is your land. You tend it and try to get the most from it, no matter the weather or time of day. It's been that way for generations. And for generations, your local quality co-op store has been there for you, with a full range of agriculture supplies and services, from feed to fertilizer, seed to grain storage, and the right hardware for any application. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local quality co-op store. There's one near you.
Back in 1970, Doyle and Sue Owens borrowed $300 in a truck from their grandparents and hit the road for Washington, D.C. to pursue a rather unusual new business venture, selling the luggage left unclaimed from our nation's airlines. What started as a few card tables and a rented house has grown into one of the nation's more unique shopping outlets and a must-see Alabama attraction.
So here's a riddle for you folks. Where can you find discount clothing, cameras and electronics, books, xylophones, a tribal ensemble, and maybe a slightly used tuba? If you said the mall, wrong.
Unclaimed Baggage Center is the only store in America that buys and resells unclaimed baggage from the airline industry. It's over 40,000 square feet. We stock over 7,000 items daily, and we have nearly 1 million visitors that come to our store annually. As a passenger, if your bag doesn't get back to you at the time of your travel, you'll file a claim with the airline. And they spend over 90 days trying to reunite bags with those owners. And just a small fraction of a percent of those items end up ultimately unclaimed. On the other hand, as a carry-on item, you as the passenger are liable for that. So if it doesn't make it off the plane with you, well, that's not the airline's responsibility. And so we purchase those items as well.
Although it resembles your average department store, Scottsboro's Unclaimed Baggage Center has become one of North Alabama's top tourist attractions.
People come to our store for a variety of reasons. They come for the deals, they come for the curiosity, they come for the road trip, or it's on their bucket list. We're very much like the Disney World of shopping, if you will.
It's not the typical unclaimed baggage place. It's very organized. The materials and items are in very good shape, and they take pride in what they do. Customer service here is great.
We get a lot of instruments, sound equipment. We've had signed guitars. We had a guitar signed by the lead singer of the group Train one time. Our camera stuff is what stands out to me, really. We have, I know, 3 or 4 people that I think of offhand that come from Atlanta once a month and look at our lenses and high-end cameras.
While a lot of the merchandise in Unclaimed Baggage probably came from your average roll-around, it's amazing the strange things people drag onto a plane.
Yeah, I wonder about those McDonald's arches all the time, how they got those on that airplane.
We have seen our fair share of weird and wonderful things over the years. On display, we have Hoggle from the movie Labyrinth. That was a Jim Henson production that featured David Bowie back in, I believe, the 80s. And we thought there were a lot of them made for the movie, you know, multiple ones, but there was only one, and he ended up here. So we have him on display, as well as a number of other found treasures that we have throughout the store. There's a whole story to be told on the upper walls with our found treasures on display.
Shirts, shoes, or sunglasses are easy enough to replace. But how some of this stuff winds up here without being missed just boggles my mind.
We only have one documented case of someone who found their belongings, but they didn't know it at the time, as strange as that is. He bought his wife's ski boots, or bought her a pair of ski boots for $45 and took them home, and she says, these look really familiar. And she lifted up the tongue of the boot, and there was her maiden name, and those were her boots that she lost a few years before, had gotten reimbursed by the airlines, and then got her favorite boots back for $45.
So whether you're out to find your own lost treasures, looking for a deal on something new, or just want to check out a truly unique Alabama enterprise, be sure to put a pin in your map for Scottsboro. There's just no telling what you might find.
We are the lost luggage capital of the world, and our community absolutely embraces that. People want to come, they've heard about us for years, and they want to come check it out for themselves. And then we just overwhelm them with the Southern hospitality that we're known for. They get a great deal, and then we have a new guest for life.
Now, Mary, that was just the store. Every day, employees for the Unclaimed Baggage Center go through and unpack, sort, and clean those items before sending them to the sales floor. They told us they launder around 50,000 articles of clothing a month.
That is so much stuff to receive. I can't believe they have space left in the store. They must sell a lot of stuff.
Well, Ms. Cantrell did tell us that Unclaimed Baggage Center donated around 1/3 of what they take in to the community, as well as to domestic and international missions.
So if you've lost a bag out there, maybe it found a needful home after all.
It may have.
Up next, see how florists and landscape designers turn an empty field into jaw-dropping floral displays during the Festival of Flowers in Mobile.
Soybean is a very versatile product. We make crayons out of it.
A lot of the combines you see rolling through the fields have a lot of plastic side panels that are made from a soy product.
The soybeans that we grow on our farm mostly goes into chicken feed.
Soybean production in Alabama employs over 10,000 people.
We grow some of the best soybeans in the world.
We go the extra mile to make sure when our name is stamped on it, we know it's the best product we can produce.
They take you where you want to go, where you need to go, and sometimes where you thought you'd never go. If we're lucky, the road of life is smooth, and the curves are just part of the adventure.
All for a better life.
Enjoy your road. Alpha Insurance.
All for a better life.
Pay your bill, file a claim, and more with the Alpha To Go app.
A farmer has to live on faith. We do all we can do, but we can only control so much.
Alabama is the second largest poultry growing state in the nation, so we're trying our best to grow all the corn we can for that.
What we produce not only feeds and clothes all of the United States, but about half of what we make goes on to the world market.
We've been able to improve yields, have some things that can help us produce a better crop. I'm proud of the product we make. I'm proud that I can say I'm an Alabama farmer.